Welcome to this Monday. Hope everyone had a awesome Christmas. Very excited to share on today's call about what we have coming for Save Club. I mean, it's been only 6 months, but it's just been such a dynamic 6 months since our launch in June. All the new products that have come out, all the new exclusive deals that we've attracted to the company, and the long-awaited release of the AI. It was just a project that I started back in May, and we've had to go through multiple developers, multiple platforms, trial and error. I mean, anytime you're dealing with a new technology and you're trying to do something really big that's never been done before, it's going to take a lot of trial and error. And thank the heavens that we've found the best developer in the space, over a decade of experience working with all the different platforms, and I'm just delighted to where we're at right now. Over the weekend, I had been just really deep into going through and updating our knowledge base for everything Save Club, and as I'm going through that, I feel a lot of excitement, a lot of pride in everything that we've accomplished, from just adding on all the deals, all the travel, all the products, the health program, and so on and so on. The app, the development of our leadership, our training, our 90-day blitz, our 100 good days. I'm like, we have something that is a foundation that is very strong. And when you think about a business, and when you think about any type of business, like it takes time to develop the base, develop the foundation. There was a In-N-Out burger. Okay, that's an interesting business. There's an In-N-Out burger that was being built down here off the highway, and it was just this empty lot. And it was that like that. They put a sign up, and it was an empty lot for about a year. Then they came and they cleaned it up, and then they put a big fence around it for months and months and months, no movement. And then they started building it and getting the sign and then getting the employees. And it took them like a couple of years to get this thing and that's a franchise. That's something where all the groundwork is already laid, and it took all that time to get it going. And to look back from where we're at with a business that was a new idea, and then leveraging into all these things that have been built, and now we've got this juggernaut of a business ready to unleash. And this is something where we're going to be bringing on as collectively, as Save Club affiliates, we're going to be bringing on tens of thousands of people that are going to be starting their own home-based business and have all of this at their disposal. All the technology, from the products, from the AI, from our tracking, from our payment systems, all available to go and just spread this like wildfire. And one thing about our compensation plan, the way that it's built on momentum, it's built on leverage, because to create solid residual income, you want to have a big diversity. You want to have a big diversity of products that aren't seasonal. You want to have a big diversity of products that aren't tied to any one category. We're tied to everything that people spend money on because we've got savings for all of it. We're not tied to a travel season or a shopping season or a health and wellness season. We cover everything. This makes Save Club the most dynamic business, and it's going to be up to us to spread this message globally and get this thing up and rocking. And the incentives are here. The financial incentives through our compensation plan, through our products and savings, they're here. And now we're going to be able to tell everybody in the most efficient way possible with the Save Club AI, where as you recruit people in to just take a look at the business, to get the free app, to do the give five, get five promotion, they're going to be brought in. And then our system is going to communicate with them through text, through phone calls, through chat, through email, and it's going to invite them back to these live presentations. So we're getting these live presentations super dialed in to when somebody sees what they like about Save Club, we'll be able to just bring them information. If it's about health and wellness, if it's about travel, if it's about savings, if it's about the business opportunity, if it's about being in a business where they get to leverage AI to make them money. Because I'll tell you what, there's going to be two types of people in the future. The type of people that consume AI because everybody's going to be a user of it. It's unavoidable at this point in humanity. And then there's going to be people who actually profit from it. But to profit, you've got to have an earning mechanism. You've got to have a business in place that allows you to do that. And where can you find a business that you can operate for less than $300 a year and have these tools and have this income opportunity set up for you? Remember, with Save Club, you can earn an unlimited amount of income through our compensation plan for just $300 a year. And as we start bringing in additional compensation for the products, so as our exclusive deals grow, we're taking additional revenue from that and we're plotting it into the matrix, we're plotting it into the compensation plan. That's revolutionary. So now you're going to be able to get paid on all these different things. It's not just like the cashback match, which is already revolutionary. It's that plus these products are now going to be able to be earned on. So as you find loyal users of products and they just want value, and that's what we're bringing here. We're shifting the model so far from traditional overpriced products, products that cost these companies literally like $5 to make, and they mark them up to $50, $60 a bottle just to feed a compensation plan where really 97% of the people don't earn anything. And that's just right off of the income disclosure reports from all these different companies. We're creating something here where you can be part of a business and you don't even need to recruit anybody. You could start earning, but you can be part of the business and just use the savings and have a net positive for what you've got. Also, 2 new product lines that are coming out that I'm just excited about. There's been a big push for legal services. I've had so many people come to me and say, hey, why can't we have other services? We've got the healthcare components, but a lot of people are out there with zero type of consulting or zero type of help when it comes to legal matters. So I said, well, if we're going to bring on anything like that, we have to have the best. We have to have the best team out there that's robust, that's been around for decades, that understands law in all the different places, that is time tested. And what else do we want part of that? Debt consulting, debt consolidation, and credit repair, all packaged together so that we can have an additional product that for a fraction, I'm talking like 1/10 of the price that the other providers provide, we provide the same thing, full commissions. So this is exciting. And so what I'm doing here with Save Clubs, we're building up our packages so that as you enroll people, you can bring somebody on for $80 to be an affiliate, have an elite travel upgrade, have a full legal protection, debt and credit repair package, and all of that pays a very big fast start. And this is where when you can tap into this compensation plan, as you go from 1 star to 2 star to 3 star to 4 star to 5 star, the compensation is insane. If you're a 5 star and you bring someone on that package, you're earning 60% commissions. That's dollars in, 60%. If you're a 5 star and you got people in your team, they're earning 25%, and then that differential, that 35% gets paid up to those star levels. So as you would rank advance, there's so much money in just the fast start, and that's really, I heard the calls out there saying, "Hey, how do we make more money faster with Save Club?" I said, well, this is how we do it. We load up with additional products that bring value. We beat the socks off of every competitor as far as having a better product at a far better price, and we just beat everybody with value. And so these companies that are trying to build their empires on people pushing overpriced products, it's one of those things that once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you see a product that's available, like our Elite Travel for $29 a year, compared to these other companies that are selling for $129 a month, it's just a no-brainer. So how could you go out and ethically sell your friends and family, a product that is dramatically overpriced and feel good about it? You can't. So value wins every time. Value stands the test of time, and that's really what we're bringing out here with Save Club. So I'm making a call out to everybody here on the line that 2026 is your year. We've been incubating and developing such a strong foundation over the last 6 months, and now it's time to kick it on. And as you get going here, as we start to see this our affiliate base and our membership base duplicate and go from uh, you know 2 to 4 to 8 to 16. We're not talking we got to go conquer the whole world. We've got to get our message tight enough, be able to efficiently display our value so that we can get duplication, because really that's how wealth is generated. Every single wealthy person that I know has leverage working in their favor. Well, here's the thing, guys. You can either get leverage by creating something like a business, like building an in and out, having employees. But again, that takes years, takes millions of dollars, takes a huge, risk, franchise fees, all that stuff. That great, you can get leverage. Or you can get leverage by leveraging some sort of platform. Like you're going to leverage Instagram or TikTok, and you're going to get leverage by doing that. Well, it's a hyper competitive place, and to rise to the top of that is very, very difficult to do. With Save Club, we got the training, we've got the brands aligned, we got the value aligned, and then for $300 a year, you can put a business into place, and through the duplication, you can get an incredible amount of leverage. Literally, one of the most powerful forces in the universe is exponential growth. And as we're engineering the way to exponentially grow this and be able to reach and get leverage beyond your own personal efforts, that's the key here. And that's what this next training, that's what the next 90-day blitz training is going to be all about. It's about how to lock into a message, share it, and have other people share it. And I'll tell you what, value wins. The number one reason somebody refers something is to make themselves look better. And we're going to have people looking so good with the products that we have, with the value that we have, with the efficiency of how this rolls out. When you're able to share it with somebody and basically just open the crack of the door, and then from there, the AI takes over with the communications, with the professionalism, with the follow-up, and then we bring people into a very predictable thing. So like when Walmart was growing in the 90s and was becoming the biggest, fastest growing company in the world, it's not because they were doing anything different. They did it on better value, and they did it on consistency. People knew that if they went into Walmart, they're going to get a greeting at the door, and they're probably going to have to push around their own cart and walk through busy aisles and stand in line at the checkout. And they were okay with that because it was very predictable. And that's where we want to get with Save Club. We've had a lot of rapid growth, a lot of rapid change to build the solid foundation that we have right now. And that took us 6 months. But now, as we get involved, these webinars, like our Wednesday and Friday webinars, they're going to be in and out. Okay, it's gonna be all killer, no filler, like 30 minutes of inviting a guest. You're not going to trap them into a long call. We're going to be able to quickly and efficiently display the message and get someone to make an $80 decision. If they want to be a VIP, it's a $300 decision. It's still relatively a very small decision. And get them going 1 star, earning their $1,000 in grocery coupons, getting them to go to 2 star and getting in access to the global bonus pools. And you can do that through just a little bit of duplication. And the 90-day blitz training we're starting on January 1st is hyper focused on these principles. And it took us a lot of training and a lot of back and forth, a lot of working with all of you in the field to understand that these are the things that are going to move us forward. These are the things that are going to help our efficiencies. And it's about you going out and not conquering the world. It's about being consistent enough to get 4 people who get 16 so that you've got 20 people and you're 2 star. That's how hard this business is. Okay. It's about you need 4 personal enrollments and you need 20 in your group. And if you can get to 2 star, these other people can get to 2 star. And that is where you're experiencing leverage and growth beyond your own efforts. And in 2026, things have to be super efficient and powered by AI. And that's what we're bringing to you. And I'll tell you guys, it was a struggle. There's a lot of stress and a lot of money spent, a lot of trial and error to get to the point where I can feel confident about getting onto a call here and getting everybody super hyped up for the AI, because I did that initially, and then it was like hit the ceiling, smack into the wall, start over again, and if it was easy, all these companies would have it. Okay, but it's not, and we're going to be here, and we're going to be the first to bring something out there like that. So that's why I called this webinar and the webinar email out that was sent out Save Club 2.0. Not that 1.0 was bad. We did great. Seven figures in commissions were paid out. Lots of people earned money. That was fantastic. But I want to see that every single month. Okay, I want to see seven figures in commissions getting rolled out every single month. And for the people that are in place that understand the foundation that we have, that's the residual income builder that we've been talking about since day zero. Remember, I was looking at putting together Save Club for one reason: create residual income for the team. Because in my life, the time that was just the absolute best, when I had the best lifestyle quality, it's when I knew I had built something and I had residual income. So no matter what happened this month, next month I'd have the check come through, and it was solid residual income. And when I looked at what was out in the industry, and I started looking around probably about 2021. And I'm like, these companies are just getting destroyed. These product-based network marketing companies are falling apart. They're merging, they're changing their business models, or they're just straight just going out of business, or they're just straight going retail. And so these long-standing companies were dropping like flies. And when I looked at the other things that are out there, and I'm like, well, look at all these crypto Ponzi schemes. How dumb are people that they're going to do a crypto Ponzi scheme after crypto Ponzi scheme? It's been about 10 years, and literally billions and billions of dollars lost, taken from people inside of the direct sales and network marketing industry. And I can't believe these things still go around. And then I'm like, okay, what is there affiliate marketing stuff? Is there something I could do with social media or these platforms? Well, they change so fast. And even some of the biggest influencers from 2020, 2021, 2022, they're gone. It's like 15 minutes of fame, and it's really hard to get there. And all it takes is one algorithm switch and it's gone. But you know what doesn't go away? Value, giving people better value. That's why people buy their Costco membership, their Sam's Club membership for decades. They never even think about it. It's why they're Amazon Prime. It's why Amazon's one of the biggest companies in the world, because the convenience and the value of a Prime membership is there. Well, guess what, guys? Save Club has the opportunity to be a household name. We've been talking about co-ops. I've been secretly incubating, spending, investing tons of time and energy into developing the different advertising strategies. Because you don't need to go in and take part in a co-op and go enroll hundreds of people. We don't need to have a leaderboard where it's like everyone's got hundreds and hundreds of enrollments. That's great. I feel better about people that can join a marketing co-op, get 4, who get 16, who go 2-star. And that's how far it needs to go. You don't need to have a $1 million marketing budget. I see these guys on social media saying, "Oh, I've spent the most money ever on paid ads." Well, great. Not everybody can do that. That's not duplicatable. And the more people that go in and do paid ads, the more expensive the ads get and the less return you get. So that's not a duplicatable, scalable thing. The way that we're driving in to every single place people spend money, be it healthcare, health and wellness, residual bills, all of that. We've got such a dynamically huge marketplace. Remember, there's only a handful of multi-trillion-dollar a year industries, and online shopping and consumerism, the way it's at, is there. Advertising alone is $1 trillion industry. And what we're doing is we're rediverting those advertising dollars back into your pockets. It's not like we're having to generate a new industry. We're riding the trend of shifting an industry that's already being shifted. The fact that there's cashback programs, the fact that there's a change in the way advertising is done is already started. We're at the very front of that wave, and we're going to ride it right on in. So there's a convergence of things that are going on right now, from people demanding value, from the collapse of so many different direct sales and network marketing companies, the need of people to have a side hustle and to have extra income. And I think the biggest is this shift in advertising, which we've laid probably the most strategic foundation out there anywhere. And I'm talking like big media companies, Amazon, uh, anyone that's going, it's shifting. And now we've got AI to support all of that. So I couldn't feel better about where we're at entering 2026. And I encourage you guys to find a few people, people that are already in your group. Let them know this message is here. I'm going to get this recording out. I'm going to keep this recording a little short today too, because I want people to be able to watch it, not feel intimidated that they got to watch a whole hour to understand that Save Club is the hottest thing going on right now. And 2026 is just going to be like a rocket ship. Like, let me explain this. You can't build the Freedom Tower. You can't build a 100-story skyscraper without first getting a solid foundation. Okay. It takes months or years to develop a really solid foundation. And once that foundation is built, then going vertical, it seems like, whoa, where'd that building come from? Well, it came from a strong foundation. Actually, that happened here in Las Vegas. The latest casino that was built in downtown Las Vegas called the Circa Hotel. It's got a big stadium swim, a big uh like place where people watch sports, and it's pool and all this. But it's this new iconic hotel in downtown Las Vegas, and they had it all fenced off and gated off, and they're working on it. And before you knew it, you look over and it's like, boom, this whole new part of the Las Vegas skyline is there. The same thing's happening right now on the Strip with the Hard Rock Hotel. They're building a big guitar hotel right down there. And I drive by that area and I don't see anything. And now that thing's already halfway built, but it didn't happen overnight. The foundation was laid. I want to let each and every one of you know that the foundation for Save Club is laid. It is in place right now, and it's just going to be a matter of duplication before we can push Save Club to be a household name. And it's going to happen in a lot of different ways, through the advertising co-op, through the AI, through our monster engagers, through hitting social media. But really the best way is word of mouth and the results people get. If people are saving, if people are learning about our products and our exclusive deals and changing their life through a wellness strategy, if people are using their stable copper every day, and people share about it, we still have all the value and benefit of network marketing and word of mouth. And that's an art form that's never going to go away. It's a way of communicating that spreads a good thing fast. And the momentum that we're going to build here is just going to be phenomenal. So, Dave, you put together some awesome stuff here to, make the announcement out there that we've got some new AI tools launching, that Save Club 2.0 is ready to go, and that 2026 is your year, our year, to really set up the lifestyle of your dreams. So, Dave, before I pass this over, I'm just going to say one more thing about lifestyle. When you look back at 2025 and you think, was 2025 the lifestyle that I wanted? Did I have the time freedom? Did I have the money freedom? Did I have the relationships in my life? How were my stress levels? How were my eating levels? How was my lifestyle in general? Okay. There's always room for improvement to create a better lifestyle. Well, as you go and you make your New Year's resolutions and you're looking at how you want to change your 2025 lifestyle and adapt to a 2026 lifestyle, I can promise you that having an extra residual income stream will help that. And if it takes 90 days, as we get into this 90-day blitz, for you to get 4 who get 16 and you go 2-star, that is enough. Okay. We're not talking about you got to go conquer the world. We're talking about 4 to get 16, and we duplicate that message. And that's how this is going to really grow. So, Dave, you want to share what you got here for the content drop this Monday? Let's thank Dave. He worked for hours and hours and hours to put this up. And look, it's not just between now and New Year's. I mean, let's run this out, because people are going to be thinking about making 2026 a better year for themselves, for a while. So go ahead, Dave, let it rip.
Every year you make the same New Year's resolution. This is the year I will make more money. And every year The year flies by, and you're still in the same spot. So let me ask you something real quick. Are you actually ready to change that? What if making more money didn't mean working more? What if you made money by helping other people save money? Because let's be honest, does anyone ever say no to having more money in their pocket? They say, show me how. Now here's where it gets good. You don't sell, you don't chase, you don't explain. You simply share our pages. From there, our AI takes over. It talks to people. It calls them, emails them, texts them, invites them to a webinar, even tracks how long they stayed on it and follows up after. Think about that for a second. A virtual ATM working for you 24/7. AI doesn't sleep, it doesn't take breaks, and it doesn't forget to follow up. We've completely supercharged this industry, and nothing else even comes close. If you're ready to finally stop repeating the same year over and over, then start leveraging AI with a massive compensation plan. If you start 2026 with us, you can drastically change your lifestyle fast. AI is creating huge incomes. Don't be left behind. Fill out the form right now and get the details. This could be the year everything changes.
All right, so that's that. And then, of course, we gave you a whole drive file. You know, we do this every single week for you. We spoil you. And we have all kinds of stuff about AI and New Year's that you can start posting. We threw in our new 2026 here. We threw in our Save Club 2.0 with the AI graphic logo. Pretty cool. Very high end looking. A lot of really fun stuff that you can start talking about because nobody else really has this. No other business has this that AI is literally following up. We did a couple cool videos here. Okay. This one's really cool. If you
Hello, good to connect. I want to tell you more about Save Club and all its benefits. Are you available to chat for a few moments?
Let me play that one again because this is kind of what's going to happen after you get a lead.
Hello, good to connect. I want to tell you more about Save Club and all its benefits. Are you available to chat for a few moments?
You show that, people are going to be like, "That's crazy. I want more of that. How do I get it?" So,
And it's really fun getting into a text conversation or a phone conversation or a chat conversation, and you know that it's an AI, but it's giving you what you want as far as, directing you into the answers and the pieces, and it's always awake. It never sleeps. It does the follow-up. I mean, this has always been the idea and the plan as we started developing all this. It just took a lot to get here. I mean, the hurdles we had to get to get the carriers to allow us to send out over 100,000 messages a month, uh, very difficult to do. And we're there. We've got the approvals for that. So this is scalable, and this is provided for the whole company. So and again, a part of our thing was we've done a lot of compliance over this last 6 months, and that's in preparation for this because we cannot have garbage leads or garbage traffic sources in here because we're running on the rails of AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile. Being able to get back and forth engagement and text messages like that, it's a big deal. And so again, just a lot of heavy lifting to be the first company to bring this out here and provide it as a tool to all the reps for free, part of your $60 a year affiliate fee.
and I love this. We make New Year's resolutions come true because so many haven't. So a lot of really fun stuff for you to go out there and market, guys. A lot of time was put into this. Got a new video. We're going to put that into a new page. I'm working on that throughout the day. Just a bunch of stuff coming, happening. Get excited, man. The new AI is a game changer. I got to tell you, the biggest downfall, I built massive teams in the industry, and the biggest downfall was getting the teams to do anything. I would sit back and say, why could I go recruit all these people and nobody can do anything? I would always like want to pull my hair out, which I don't have very much of anyway. But I would say, why can't these people do something? So what it does is AI is going to do all the heavy lifting. Okay. It's going to take an average Joe. They post something on Facebook. All of a sudden someone becomes a lead. And now you got somebody that's trained like a superstar to start following up with them. And then people, here's the deal. Here's the biggest part about that is when people get the calls and the texts and see how it works, here's what they're thinking. Because I've built a lot of systems, and here's what I know about systems. When people see a system that is working, they're like, gosh, this is already working on me. This is convincing me to join. if can I use this same system? Do I get the same exact system that's convincing me right now? Because if I do, I'm ready to sign up right now. So the minute this stuff starts to go out there, the minute it starts to work, your leads are going to say, I want this. I need this. I'm not getting this in any other company right now. Okay. And I got to physically try to call people and get hung up on and all this kind of stuff. And I got to text and all this kind of stuff. But when you can plug into an automated system and they see it's happening for them automatically, there's not a person on the planet that's not going to want that combined with all of our savings, a comp plan that
Yep.
pays 80%. You know,
Yeah,
that's
Dave,
power.
Dave, that's a key point right there. It's that in the back of everybody's mind, as they're evaluating an opportunity, their subconscious is thinking, can I do this? And as you go through and you're like, well, what did I do? I filled out a form, I got communicated with, I said, wow, I see value, I showed up on a live webinar, I'm making a decision. Could I get other people to do that? And that's the duplication factor that goes on. And we just make it so simple, and now it's about speed and efficiency. Foundation laying was Save Club 1.0, Save Club 2.0, speed, efficiency, duplication, and that's where we start to see testimonials. We'll see leadership rise up. I'm looking forward to the day when we've got so many amazing people that are, making killer incomes with Save Club, that we've got a lineup of amazing superstars to do these webinars. And that's when it gets, really exciting, is getting the examples of people that have come in a quick amount of time, have changed their financial future, and most importantly, upgraded their lifestyle to exactly what they wanted. So I guess along with this, we've got uh more tools coming out here for the exclusive deals. And we're going to have a company where we've got just such a massive array of savings and deals that it's going to be really hard for anybody to keep up. I mean, you're going to have to be like Amazon or Walmart to have the level of products that we have, not to mention the 58,000 retail stores where we got cash back and cash back match. In addition to that, the savings on all the dining, the app, we are loaded on offers. International is continuing to grow. We're able to pay out in 195 different countries. Save Club is ready, and Save Club 2.0, the next 90-day blitz starts January 1st. We're going to be using the same blitz platform because there's a ton of content there. We're just going to be dialing it in further, so that and we learned a lot during the first blitz, but we're going to be dialing it in further to get people off to a fast start. The increased products with the fast start going to help people make money faster. We've got such a generous compensation with the fast start, and the people that are really going to benefit that are the people that get into 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, and you start making those overrides that can come deep inside of your team. Because the key is leverage, and the key is getting paid off of things that are beyond your efforts, and they can very quickly go levels, hundreds of levels deep into your program, and you're paid on all of it. That's the beauty of this compensation plan. We know how this compensation plan works. We know that it can scale to 2 million plus as far as users and get people paid. And this model, I'm really proud of the way that it's dialed in and gotten here. And I'm going to be just driving this until it's self-evident. So every business, every new idea goes through a few different phases where it's challenged, it's critiqued, it's even harshly criticized. Then it becomes apparent, and then it just becomes self-evident, and that's the way it is. And it's taken decades of building and understanding inside of this industry. It's taken a lot of great leadership, sharpening the pencil here to get to where we're at. And we're here. So with that, guys, I'm going to stop the recording, but I'm going to open up the Q&A, because when this recording goes out, I don't want it to be too intimidating where it looks like an hour long, because it's important people get this message, that you use this message and you share it, and you go find your 4 people, so that you're not doing this next blitz alone. It's your job as affiliates. The best thing you can do for yourself is to find a few people to come along this journey with you. They'll thank you at the end. They'll learn the things. And here's the thing. We're not asking anybody to go mortgage their house or jump into something risky. We've vetted this thing out. We've established a solid foundation. Find 4 people to do this blitz, have them find 4 and watch this thing duplicate. And when we get the momentum going, I'll tell you, when the momentum, there's nothing more exciting than momentum rolling with this compensation and a power line. It is just phenomenal. The power line has been proven to be one of the most powerful building systems in this industry. It literally moves mountains and it works on momentum. And we're here. You're right at the beginning of the momentum.
Every year you make the same New Year's resolution. This is the year I will make more money. And every year, the year flies by and you're still in the same spot. So let me ask you something real quick. Are you actually ready to change that? What if making more money didn't mean working more? What if you made money by helping other people save money? Because let's be honest, does anyone ever say no to having more money in their pocket? They say, show me how. Now here's where it gets good. You don't sell, you don't chase, you don't explain. You simply share our pages. From there, our AI takes over. It talks to people. It calls them, emails them, texts them, invites them to a webinar, even tracks how long they stayed on it and follows up after. Think about that for a second. A virtual ATM working for you 24/7. AI doesn't sleep, it doesn't take breaks, and it doesn't forget to follow up. We've completely supercharged this industry, and nothing else even comes close. If you're ready to finally stop repeating the same year over and over, then start leveraging AI with a massive compensation plan. If you start 2026 with us, you can drastically change your lifestyle fast. AI is creating huge incomes. Don't be left behind. Fill out the form right now and get the details. This could be the year everything changes.